morning and welcome to another exciting episode of Tea or Coffee on High Impact TV. And of course, we are the first full HD TV station in Nigeria. My name is Mudukwe Jacobs and with me is...
Alot. Good morning.
Good morning.
How was your night?
Awesome. How was yours?
Fine, thank you.
Yes.
Good.
So today is something we will be able to relate
to it, I know,
because,
right?
you know, we're talking about career moms. And I know you're not yet a mother.
Yeah.
True that. You know, but we have mothers, you know, that are working and, you know, have been able to, should I say, balance family and work life. And sometimes I think we really need to give thumbs up to our mothers out there because they are doing amazing jobs.
Yes.
And not just even talking about career moms, we're talking about stay-home moms. Like, it's like a job entirely on its own.
I was going to say that. Being a mom is a career on its own, trust me.
Exactly.
Then imagine to work along with being a mother. No.
I am telling you. So that's the reason why we'll be talking about career moms. And we will be bringing
a guest to the studio,
yes. To the studio to
and you know, most of the times we've had guests here that hold top positions, and I mean sensitive positions in organizations, and they are mothers.
True.
And from even like now, let's talk about Hannah Oyebanjo. When she was here,
true,
you saw the different positions she held in different organizations, and she was still able to handle that with her, managing her family. And you know, it's amazing because for me, if I begin to share my experience from now till tomorrow, trust me, we will not leave this studio today.
Really?
But I'm going to share one.
I'm listening.
So, I told my mom that I was going to talk about that.
Are you serious? So she's actually watching right now?
She's watching me.
Okay.
I will try to. But straight to what happened. Okay, for 2 weeks stretch, I and my mother were in the same house. And I never got to see her. And every time I would wake up and ask my dad, Daddy, where's mommy? And he's like, do you know, first thing I asked, like, did she travel without telling us? And he says, no, your mom has been sleeping in this house every day. I said, for 2 weeks and I did not see her. How?
She was leaving very early and coming in
very
late.
early. And when I mean very early, not 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. 4 a.m. she's out of the house. And by the time she'll come back, I would be sleeping already. So when she finally came back, I said, Mom, welcome. I was told you traveled. Me travel. I came to your room every day. I see the way you sleep. Are you serious? And I never got to see you.
Really?
So imagine the stress and everything.
Wow. But I don't have that experience because my mom was more of an entrepreneur. And, you know, we got to see her like all the time.
All the time.
But my dad was always not around, you know. We hardly saw him, but now I think he's been able to balance.
You know, at some point she had to sacrifice the work, like she left the work to be at home because we were all complaining. I would not even lie. I was part of, like, my siblings were still trying to understand, but then I did not try to understand because, fine. We know you are working. We understand the fact that you're working. But then I felt, I think I was just being stingy to myself. I think I was just being selfish because I felt that as much as you're working, I need to have a relationship with you as my mother.
So the issue here was you weren't having a relationship with her.
Because there was no time. There was no time for me to actually sit her down. So she had to resign from the work and, you know, give us time. And guess what? Even when she resigned from the job, she stayed at home. Do you understand? And at some point, I'm like, okay, now I think you should go back to your job. Because staying at home now was, every minute, hurrah, come here, sit here. I'm like, okay.
Do that.
I think this woman, you need to go back to your job.
But you know, that's something, maybe that's the reason why, you know, this topic is actually important because I feel moms should know how to, in as much as it's difficult, trust me, it is. It is, but I feel to a large extent, they should know how to balance work life and family life and not let one suffer.
Yes.
Especially what you said now that, you know, you didn't have a relationship with her because she was busy, meaning she was focusing on work. you know. So I think it's important that, you know, we know how to balance as
Both.
as wives, as mothers. We should
Time
know how to-
management is key.
exactly. So that's one thing we need to really address, because it's affecting so many people. I've had so many cases, friends that, you know, tell me, okay, I don't see my mom. She's always traveling. We don't have this relationship between us. And I'm like, is it possible? Maybe because, you know, my mom is always around. I always see her. We always talk. In short, any small thing that happens, I'm always giving her gist. It's like anytime I go back home, I get home, she's waiting. Okay,
And she's ready
download
to listen.
what happened today. You get, you know. So for me, it's hard to relate, you know. But I sometimes I'm able to feel the pain. It's more of a pain, trust me, you know, because these friends of mine want to have that relationship with their
Yes.
mothers. They want to be able to connect. They want to be able to talk about so many things, because, you know, because they don't have a relationship with their mothers, they now rely on
information
friends.
outside. Yes.
And then, you know, the way friends are, peer pressure comes in and everything. And then being that you're of the same age, and sometimes the way they see things is the way you are seeing it. But if you're talking to your mom, she sees it in a different way,
there's
because
this deep connection
yes,
between
she
your
has
mother and
passed
child.
through that stage.
Been
But
there, done
probably the
that.
friend you are asking for advice has not even gone through what you are going through, or has
Right.
no clue, you know, of what kind
What
of
you're
advice
saying.
to tell you or to give you. And then, okay, for instance, now a guy is asking you out, and you're in secondary school, and then your mom is so busy you can't talk to her about it. It's a
About
new
it.
thing that is happening to you. You don't know what to do. And then you have a friend in class that is that's I don't want to use that promiscuous word, because, you know, the youth we have today, they do different things. And then she tells you, there's nothing there, you know, you can actually do this, do that, and then you are derailed. You go, you know, you tend to take bad decisions, you tend to do things that you're not supposed to do. And the mother knows, and she's like, what? How come? When did this happen? And you go, you're never around, you know. So these things, we even see them, luckily, you know, we see them in our movies that they do, you know, because...
Talking of movies, even celebrities, not to mention names, but I'm aware of two different popular celebrities that their marriage crashed due to the kind of work they're doing.
Oh, that's true.
Yes,
that's
they
true.
do not have time to, and then next thing, the husband complains that, okay, you don't cook anymore like you used to, you don't, the company, everything you do before, what happened? And then, according to what I read on the internet, she replies and said, did you not understand the nature of my work before getting married to me? And but even,
affect your family.
yes, as far as you want to pursue a career, I mean, everyone wants to be successful in life, you know. And as far as you want to pursue a career, I still feel that family is important, because when you're going through certain situations or challenges, you still fall back to your family. They are like the ones, your support, that would stand for you, you know, and be with you in times of trials and everything. Yes.
Okay, so we really do have to go on a break now, but the conversation continues after the break, and we will be joined by our guests.
Yes,
who is a life coach, and yes, she will be joining us in the conversation talking about career moms. So please do stay glued, because we'll be right back.
Have a thrilling and bonding experience at High Impact Planet Amusement Park and Resort. Enjoy an amazing retreat in our extremely secured environment with our breathtaking rides. Set goals for the upcoming year in our convenient multi-purpose halls. Bond between team members while giving your staff a desirable treat. High Impact Planet. Fun just got real.
When you think about it, there's a lot to celebrate in our lives. From the smallest milestones to our biggest moments, we'll pamper you at High Impact Planet. Whatever the occasion, let's celebrate you at High Impact Planet, where fun just got real.
Welcome back. It's still tea or coffee on High Impact Television. You know, you could grab your tea or coffee.
Yes.
Yes, right, while you're watching us. You're not too late because right now we have our guest in the studio. She goes by the name Busola Afolayan, a life coach who has had 19 years experience in marriage. She's been married for 19 years.
Yes.
And out of the 19 years, 12 years she worked.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the studio. Yes, so you're on to tea or coffee. So welcome. Just in case you can grab your tea or coffee. Yes. Okay, so now 19 years of experience in marriage. Wow. How were you able to, you know, do that while working for 12 years?
Basically, I think because I know we're talking about career mom,
Yes.
and one thing that I want us to understand today is that is the support. The basic thing is the support that you have,
Okay.
either from your partner or from family members, or at the basic support group that you have initially goes a long way in establishing you and making you to juggle between marriage and being a career mom. Okay. And another thing we also have to understand is that for some people that they fall on the other side of the pendulum, the other side of the pendulum I mean is probably a single mom.
Single mom, okay, yeah.
You know, that probably don't have a hobby to, you know, to help out. It's still basically the support system that you have at the initial stage to help you to balance up probably while you're rising up the career ladder and you want to, you know, be a good mom at the same time. But also, we also have to understand that being a mom is a work. It's career.
Exactly.
We mentioned that earlier.
You mentioned it, yes. It's a job on its own.
It's a job on its own. And I was reading an article, you know, a few days back and said that, you know, some people are picking up mothering as a full-time career. You don't stay at home mom. And I actually have a friend that is doing that right now, and it's to her it's paying off. You know, then another thing you have to know is you have to know yourself as a woman. You have to know what you want, where you are going, and don't compare yourself because not everybody is actually cut out for career. You have to know what you're actually cut out for. Don't compare yourself with people that probably they are high flyer in the career setup, and probably you don't have that. You are not cut out for that. So you have to know yourself. You have to discover who you are. You have to know your strengths. You have to know what you actually want in life. That is actually important. And the earlier you know that, even let me say this before you go into marriage.
Okay.
It's something that you have to know before you go into, because it will help you also your choice of the person you get married to.
Okay, so now this episode is not even just for moms.
even single,
as you're watching and you're not a mother, you still need to, you know, tune in and listen to.
It's something you have to settle as a single before you even go to marry, because you have to know, okay, where am I going? The person I'm going to marry to, is it going to fit? Are we going to fit? Because he also has probably a career or something he wants to pursue, and can two work together except there's an agreement. And that is where, this is the foundation, and that is where many people, they miss it. And when you miss it at the foundation, just like the Bible says, if the foundation be destroyed. I know we're having viewers that are not Christians, but at least it's a principle that applies. That even when you are building a house and the foundation is faulty, you know that eventually the building is going to have a problem. It's going to have a problem. So if the foundation is destroyed, what can anybody do? And so I say, what can a makeup artists do? True. Well, yes, the foundation. What can the makeup artists do?
Different layers on the face.
On the faces. So the foundation truly matters. So it's better you know early in life what you really want to do, what you are cut out for. It's so important, what you are cut out for, how you want to go about it. So by the time you're even not having a choice of a life partner, you have to know, can we work together? You know, can we reach a compromise? Can we juggle things together? And because we also have to know that when we're talking about career moms, there hasn't been any issue about career father.
True.
Yes.
True.
Oh,
Yes.
have we had issue?
At all. They love to pursue their dreams. What they want to do.
I'm rustling up a lot of things this morning.
Recently, we normally have maternal leave when you're pregnant. You need to put it back. They give you maternal, but now fathers are beginning to apply for maternity leave.
So I was in the news. I heard that I think some organizations actually give. Yes, for the fathers to actually also take care of the child.
What are they doing? Yes. I need to know, what are they doing? You're not giving, you're not the one breastfeeding.
Actually, that is where I'm really coming to now. There hasn't really been any issue about career dad. But you know what? Parenting is just not for the mom alone.
True.
We have to understand that. I don't know whether it's the society or the African thing.
It's the African thing.
That is saying, oh, your mom, anything, just go to your mom. If there is any issue, just go to your mom. But I believe the 21st century parenting now is not just for mom. It involves both parties. And it's going to help a lot if the husband, you have an understanding partner, okay, that understands where you're going, what you want to achieve, and knows the demands of parenting, and he also ready to do his own part, you know, because at times the weight of parenting falls majorly on moms. Okay, so there is actually a part that could also do. Oh, it can help change the diaper. It can help when you are less busy. You can help take care of the kids. Why have to do other things? So a whole lot of understanding has to come in. A whole lot of being able to merge our visions as couple. Be able to merge our vision and to know how to work it out. So it's a whole lot.
All right, I have to come in. You mentioned that the responsibility of bringing a child, of raising a child, it usually falls on the mother. More
on the mother.
Why do you think so? Why is it like that the mother has to carry? Because there is this popular saying, a good child is for the father. And the bad child is for the mother. This is parenting. It's meant to be like teamwork. We're meant to come together.
Yes, it's meant to be balanced.
So
not just it fall more on the mom and then the dad has, you know.
Well, I guess it's because there is this thing as the man being the head of the family and cut out roles. Okay, I guess initially, I mean, in the olden days, I guess the man really is one that really has to do the hunting, being the breadwinner majorly, getting things for the family, and the woman is more or less like a stay back at home. Even if she has to do anything, probably go to the farm, which is flexible, go to the farm, and going to the farm is to go and bring home what the man has. You understand? So I guess in the earlier days, it was the man really going out to do the fending for the family, while the woman has to stay back at home, take care of the kids see to their daily needs and all that, feeding, clothing, mentoring, coaching, training, and all that, imbibing the values of the family. But now things have changed. Women are being projected. There is an awareness. Oh, I have this passion. I want to do this. I want to be this. I want to also be fulfilled. I want to be fulfilled. Like, I just don't want to be just a stay-at-home mom. Okay, there's something I also want to achieve. There's something I want to accomplish. So the responsibility now, the roles are a bit, being leveled up.
Yes.
The man has to go out, you also have to go out. The man wants to achieve a vision, you have to achieve your vision. You have a dream, he has a dream. You have a goal, he has a goal, and all that. So now it's like there's a level up. Okay? And so now, when there's not a level up now, we have to re-strategize. And knowing that we have kids. Then another thing is, I have people that they know that they really want to be a high flyer in the career world. They make up their minds. I just want to have a kid. I just want to have one kid.
One child.
You know, we have to leave sentiment out of these things. That's why I said, look, before you get married, you need to sit down. You have to know yourself, what you are called out for, what you want to do, where you are going, your destination. And you know that soon, if marriage is even not your thing, you know, it's sentimental that everybody has to get married. Let's leave that one.
But another day, you know.
But if, you know, truly, I want to get married, I want to have kids, and judging by my career, whatever, my career views, will I be able to cope with 10 kids?
Thank you. You know, when people ask me, how many children do you want to have? I say 2. And next thing, they go like, oh, you don't want to spend money.
You know, it's not about spending money. It's being wise.
Yes.
It's being wise. If you know that, look, why must you have kids you can't adequately take care of? I don't believe in it. Let me just share this on a lighter note. You know, my mom was telling me, said, while she and my dad were cutting, that why my dad married her, that, you know, when they were dating, my dad asked a question. So, what is your vision? My mom said, she just answered him, I just want to have kids.
Really?
She just wants to have children.
That she just want to have children. And that was why my father married her. Because what she wants in life fits in what he wants. He knew, okay, I might want to pursue career and all that, and this is a woman that fits what I want. She just wants to have kids, so let me just marry her. And you know what? She's been having, she had 6 kids. Wow. And she's been taking care of them, and now she has transferred to grandchildren.
6 children. Yeah. How many do you have?
I have 3.
Okay. I'm going to say 6 too.
6. You know, so it depends on what you want. That was what she wanted.
True.
You know, she didn't bother going for, you know, career. She just had her NC and she was okay with it. Had teaching with a job with the government. She retired and she's taking care of kids because that is what she wants. You know? And, you know, and she doesn't feel any lesser than somebody that is, you know, a high flyer out there, as we put it in the secular or in whatever. Because you have to know what you want and what you are called out to do, and don't compare yourself with anybody.
I wanted to chip in. Now, we have to know ourselves before we decide the partner to choose, you know, to get married to. But, you know, people change. In a case where I know what I want to be a career woman, and I still want to have my family. I want to be able to do the two together. And then I get married to a man, and then along the line, he says, okay, I'm not comfortable with the way, you know, you are too busy. Even when I'm trying to, you know, balance work and family and still have time for my children and him. But he's saying, no, you have to quit your job. You have to stay at home, be a stay-at-home mom. What do you think a woman can do?
And that is where the sacrifice comes in.
Okay.
And what we have to understand in life is all about sacrifice. There are times that you have to sacrifice some pleasure, some things for certain things. You know, I've seen a situation whereby we realize that the kids are going haywire.
True.
And you have to think, look, do I want to, for the sake of career, you know, just let these kids just be at their own, you know, and there's something else that they become a menace to the society. So there are times that at times we have to be reasonable. True. We have to be logical. We have to look at the circumstances and the situations. I'm not talking of a case whereby probably the man is just being unreasonable. Okay. Because there are some men that they are just unreasonable. True. Okay? And God will save us from unreasonable men. Okay? But in a situation whereby he's not being unreasonable and there is actually probably a critical situation, an urgent situation that has to be salvaged when it comes to the family, then I guess at times you might have to sacrifice. Okay? But not dropping your dreams entirely. It might be for a short while. Go back to the drawing board, re-strategize, plan. Okay, within this period of time, while I'm a stay-at-home mom, okay, I don't just want, can I pick up a skill?
Okay.
Can I do a short certification course? that will not be too much time consuming.
Luckily, there are online courses these days.
There are online courses, and you know that you are still building up yourself, you are still adding value to yourself while you are still at home. So you're not just, you are just tying wrapper every day, sitting down, the kids go to school, you don't know what to do. But at the same time, you are making an ample opportunity. You are seeing that as an opportunity to do something else, to pick up another skill, to learn a language, to just... So don't just see it as, it's a sacrifice, but you can also, in that sacrifice, you can still, add value to yourself at that point in time.
Okay. True. All right. So is it possible for a career mom to be perfect in all areas of her life? Her job, her family, managing her children? Is it actually possible?
That is a big question. That is a big question. For you to have it all, it will take a whole lot out of you.
Okay, let's know the whole lot. I need to know the whole lot.
Oh my God. Number one, you have to be determined. It takes a strong, for you to have it all, for anybody to have it all in anything, determination. You have to be determined, and you have to be someone that doesn't quit, because you want to have it all. There are challenges will come up, but you have to know that every challenge is just a stepping stone to the next level. Okay, so you have to be determined, and you have to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined. You have to be extremely focused, and you have to be a go-getter. So is there somebody that has all these qualities? I believe so. I believe so, because one song I always sing, one ideology that I always have is that I can have it all.
True.
I can have it all.
Because people keep saying no one is perfect, no one can be perfect.
Well, it depends on what you mean by that perfection. In the concept that you are looking at perfection. Perfection in character, perfection in being just excellent at everything that you do. And you know what? You don't just get there. You build yourself up to that level. People that we're looking up to, as if everything is clean around them, is because they've worked on themselves. It's because they built, and I said, determination, discipline, being focused. It plays a great role. Okay? So it's as if they don't just wake up being perfect.
True.
There's a process.
That's true. When you want to be like someone,
yes.
Do you want to go through the process?
Do you want to go, exactly? Do you want to go through the process? Do you want to go through the pain? Because there are times that you have to undergo some pain, some disappointment, but because you are determined, because you are disciplined, because you're a go-getter, because you are focused, you just know what you want to do, and you are ready to fight. You have to be a fighter.
All right, determination and discipline. Yes, we have to go on break now. When we come back, we'll talk more about career mom and everything you need to know in balancing your work life and being a mother. Stay tuned. It's still Tea or Coffee on High Impact Television.
Walking into comfort in a safe environment is every family's dream. At High Impact Planet Resort, our fully furnished service apartment is a home away from home. Amazing views right in your luxurious world. Work out, to keep fit for an amazing body at the gym. Get affordable groceries and personal care items at the supermarket. Feel relaxed and beautify yourself at the fully equipped spa. High Impact Planet. Fun just got real.
It is still tea or coffee on High Impact TV. We are the first full HD TV station in Nigeria. Yes, and we have been talking about career moms. Very interesting topic. Busola Afolayan is still here giving us spice, points, and spice. You know, I like the part where you said determination. You really have to be determined if you want to be excellent in your career, you want to be excellent as a wife and as a mother. Because if you will agree with me, there's a difference between being a wife and being a mother. There are different duties.
Yes. Oh yes, different duties.
So, because I have not really experienced that, I want you to explain what are the differences when you say you are being a wife, you are being a mother. How can you be perfect in those areas?
First of all, you are first a wife before you become a mother.
True.
I'll say it's changing. The trend is changing now,
yes.
But let's
so many people on that table,
so many
shaking
people.
the table.
All right, okay. There's a very first in the perfect and height supposed to be. You first be a wife,
yes,
before you become a mom. All right,
career wife.
Oh yes, a career wife.
Career wife.
You know what? When you become a wife, it's not really. There's no pressure on you to be a mom immediately.
True.
It depends on what you want. You can say, okay, it's just because, you know, this African thing, people, after 9 months, they're already looking at your tummy.
Yes.
As if something is wrong somewhere.
True.
And I guess we need to be able to disabuse all this psychological stress that the society is and you know, they're putting on us, especially as ladies. Okay, I can decide I don't want to be pregnant for the next three years. I still have something. I still want to go up. There's something I want to achieve in my career. And if it's okay, my husband and I we agreed, okay, for the next 3 years, okay, no pregnancy, it's okay. And if the man say, see, I want to enjoy you first.
Yes.
And that is where the challenges comes in. Couples don't really enjoy themselves, have a feel of themselves before kids start coming in. And by the time kids come in, it's a whole ball game entirely.
You don't even have time for yourselves.
You don't have time for yourself. It changes the scene because before you know it, the kids are growing. You are being turned in several directions. You have to be a driver. You have to be a cook. You have to pursue career. You have to do this, and your relationship is, you know,
that's where multitasking comes in place.
It comes in place, exactly. So being a wife is just, you are a wife to the man that married you. You are his project. You are his baby.
Yes, project. Yeah.
Oh yes, you are
I've learned another word.
Because he marries you as a wife first. We have to understand that. He marries you as a wife first. Then parenting can now come in. Okay? So, and there are duties that you have to perform as a wife.
True. Okay?
And when you become a mother, those duties must not suffer. Because if those duties suffer, then there is going to be a crack in the relationship between you and your husband. And I keep telling people, see, the kids will go. It's still back to you and your husband. And if that relationship has been fractured because, oh, I'm now a mom, when the kids eventually leave, then it will now be time that you just want to be mending. It's not the time to be mending, but the time to take your relationship to the next level as husband and wife. Okay, so there is the duty difference between being a wife and being a mom. But you know what? You can merge the two. It's still tasking. That's why I said, look, all these things are tasking. And it's a blessing if you have a husband that supports, that understands,
you.
Okay, that understands you, and is also ready to push you to be the best.
Support is just the key
support
thing.
is the key. You know, I said at the beginning that the support you are having is the key, and where the challenge is that many women are not having that support.
Instead of support, you even see some husband trying to compete with their wife.
Oh yes,
okay.
Oh yes.
You know, I have to be higher than you. I am the head of the house.
Then it becomes a competition, and the children then suffer because of it.
The kids suffer because of it. You know, because a wrong environment is being created in that home, and kids are so sensitive. You think they are little? They are not. They are absorbed.
Children of nowadays know a lot. We're talking yesterday, and you know, you would not believe the kind of things. A friend of mine yesterday was saying that I think she had a conversation with a 4-year-old child, and she could not believe everything that was coming out of the child's mouth.
Oh yeah.
Even if you lock a child up and say, you know, I don't want you watching television, you'll be surprised how that child will still have access to information.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Exactly. A whole lot.
Exactly. So it's you have to be careful the kind of environment that you create in the home. You know, it has to be an environment that is suitable for both not just physical growth, psychological growth, spiritual growth, and emotional growth of the kids, because that's what makes totality of a child. So you don't have dysfunctional kids being released out to the society. So that environment is very key, and that's why the support is very key. And please get married to your friend.
Yeah.
Be married to your friend.
Someone you can't talk to, you can't play with.
You can exactly be married to your friend. Don't be under pressure. Oh, my friends are here, so I have let me just jump at it. No, please. It's very key, because at the end of the day, it's not just the two of you. It might be the two of you later on, but you have to think about the other parties that you are bringing into that home.
Now, talking about emotions now, being emotionally stable. You know, as career moms, they have a lot of things they need to balance. We've talked about being a wife, being a mother, and having to succeed and be excellent at their job. Some women tend to fall into depression. Oh yeah, at some point. Yes, several stress and everything. So how would you advise such a person to come out of such depression? Several women are into depression. We wear makeups, we wear dresses, but behind the scene, a whole lot is going on. Several women are way down, you know, and women, love yourself. Appreciate yourself. If nobody does it, look at yourself in the mirror, give yourself a pat on the back. And you have to learn to relax. You have to learn to distress. And in part of loving yourself is eating well. Eating the right thing, because at times what you eat affects your emotions too. When you put on junks, when you're taking junks, oh my God, junks. Not only do you have to detoxify when it comes to, I'm not even talking of detoxification, but detoxification when it comes to association, the kind of people. Don't keep people that are negative around you, that what they're just passing is poison and toxins to you. No, you have to learn to detoxify environmentally, detoxify association-wise, and also detoxify physically. Okay, so it helps a lot that women, you have to love yourself. You have to learn to laugh. Laugh at yourself.
Tea or coffee.
You have to learn to laugh at yourself, to laugh at your weaknesses, to laugh at your failures, okay? And you have to learn to keep right people around you, even as friends, because at times, just invite your friends around. Let your hair down, open, you know, take wine, order for pizza, and all that, you know. And another challenge that women have is having who to talk to. Yes. Who to,
and not just even who to talk to, the right person.
The right person, exactly. Who to unburden to. Because at times we are going through so much and you're like, who can I talk to? Who do I know that by the time I talk, I'm not...
We're not talking to you.
It's someone that will judge you. No, exactly. Not even judge you. That you are sure that 20 other people have not heard.
That's trust.
Yeah, trust exactly. Trust comes in. But one thing I know is that no matter how bad it is, there's always that one person, somebody out there, that your instinct and your guts will tell you you can't trust this person.
True.
You know, so have friends around, detoxify in all ramifications.
yes.
Okay, then learn to laugh, learn to relax. Okay, life is good. Learn
Yes.
to enjoy. Take each day as it comes, because if you have depression and you do things you're not supposed to do, life still goes on.
True.
If you kill yourself, life goes
Life
on.
goes on.
That's just the way it is.
True.
Life goes on. Imbibe right philosophies about life. Have right mindsets. You know, so because life goes on. If you kill yourself, that position in your place of work, that career, somebody else assumes
pick it
that
up.
position
That
right
position.
immediately. So just love yourself, learn to relax, learn to distress, keep right people around you, take care of yourself, go to spa, okay, acknowledge yourself, take care of yourself, pamper yourself, you know, and keep your feet up, let your hair down, and watch TV. I watch High Impact TV.
Yes.
All right. You know, yesterday I was having a conversation with a friend, and I told her to tune in that we will be talking about career moms. And I'm asking this question on behalf of her. She said that, okay, she knows someone who did not grow up with a mother.
Okay.
Like her mother died during
Early.
childbirth. And then she is a mom now. First time mom. I think she just put to bed like 3 months ago.
Wow.
And she's finding it hard because her leave will soon be over, and she's bothered on how she would be able to balance her work life with, you know, having to nurture a baby, take care of a baby, her husband, family. She's just
like
curious
all
about,
alone.
Yeah, she's all alone. And you know, she can't, while growing up, she didn't have a mother.
A mom.
And she can't picking, okay, this person's mom is like this, person's mom is like this.
Yeah.
It is not
She didn't have like the
advisable.
first
doesn't
hand
have a role
experience of having
model.
your mom. That's okay. She has seen the examples of how to raise
Yes.
siblings and all that. So she's like just like starting on a
Yes.
completely
So
new
what
note.
would you advise for
Okay,
her?
and she's a career mom.
Yeah, she's
All
a career
right.
mom.
First thing, let her look for a good crèche
Okay.
that she can put her baby. That she knows that while at work, and I know that as a career, probably the next 3 months after resumption, she's still having like half working day.
Working time.
Okay, all right, and probably get one that is close to her place of work. That, you know, probably lunchtime she can pop in to breastfeed or whatever, to cuddle the baby, to have, you know, still have that mother-child,
Mother-child
you know, touch
relationship,
and all that. So, but she needs to be able to get a good. That is important. That she knows that they are capable of taking care of that baby.
And you know, getting a good crush is actually work
It's really
because
hard
you
these
do not
days.
know who is who. I mean, we see situation whereby not even crush nowadays.
Caregivers,
maid,
maids,
caregivers.
exactly.
You know, I saw a clip
I
that
know,
was,
yeah. That the abuse kids.
They even they go as far as giving them
sleeping
tablets,
pills, yes.
sleeping pills
Wow.
that would make them sleep
That
off,
make
so
them
as
sleep
not
off,
to cry
exactly,
or
so that they won't
disturb.
cry
Yes.
and all that. Well, if our office does not allow, you know, them to bring babies, but
Babies
she
in.
still need to do that.
True.
She still needs to do that, because now even there is no mom, she can say, okay, let me drop my child with the
Yes, with
grandma,
my mom.
or probably
But there is
with the
no
husband's parents or something. But there still has to be a way, or else then she might need to probably pick up a lesser demanding job, a less demanding job. Okay,
And that's
Or-
where sacrifice comes in.
that's where sacrifice comes in. A less demanding job, okay? Know that, okay, I can still pick up in the future, all that, but she just needs to work. She'll need to work it out. It's either she goes with a crèche, you know, a good one for that matter, or she has to like make that bit of a sacrifice at this time.
I'm sure she's watching, so she has heard it also.
Like really, but you know, some career women are so career drunk that they feel, okay, my husband is pursuing his goals, I should also pursue mine, and they do not want to have, at some point when they feel, when the husband is ready to have children, maybe that is now the peak of their own career, and they're like, okay, I don't want to have children now.
I'm not ready yet.
Exactly. How can you, you know, salvage situation? How can you make him understand? Because some men would not want to hear it. That, okay, probably you're ready, okay, your marriage is like a year or two, now he's ready. And you're saying, okay, because he's the peak of your career.
I'll tell you that, what do you want? Don't worry, I'll provide anything
Everything.
you want.
Yes.
I'll give you anything you want.
So
you
what should she do? Should she sacrifice, like you said, or she should just, you know, I don't want to use that word.
Is that a time of decision?
Okay.
Is that a time of what is more important to me?
Okay.
And they say everybody has to take at one point in time. Yeah. Is that a time to say, okay, now at this point, what is more important? Is my career more important, or is my home more important?
Important.
So let the person wait. And you have to critically weigh the pros and the cons. So which one is more important to you? Are you ready to lose your home at the expense of a career? Or are you ready to compromise at this point in time? So let the two of them sit down and think about it. Because anything great in life requires sacrifice.
True.
And that is one truth that many of us, in reality, we don't want to come to. Because, okay, it's nice we're sitting, we're talking about it. But when you come into the real life situation, the reality of it all, staring at you in the face, okay, it's good we're talking, we read it in books, theories, but when it's now real life situation, now you now have to wait. Am I ready to forfeit this for this? Or talking to your husband, can we reach a compromise?
A compromise.
Okay? Can we give ourselves 2 more years? Do you think I'll wait 2 more years?
Have an agreement.
No way.
Especially probably pressure from home.
From his family.
What is happening now?
True.
Your wife, what is
After
happening?
wedding, children is the joy.
And then the idea of marrying a junior wife comes in.
Okay? So it's now like, at this point in time, going forward, am I ready to forfeit this for this? So, make your decision.
All right. So, what are the behaviors, the characters that a career mom should model for her child?
Number 1, integrity. Integrity is key, because your children, you are the first leaders that they are having, that they are seeing. You are the first level of, you are giving them the first level of leadership that they're ever going to have come across in their life. Integrity is key. I keep telling my kids, stand for the truth. Always tell the truth. Let your A be A and let your B be B. If you say you're going to be there, then you have to be there. And you know what? It's not just in saying it, they have to see it in my life. They have to see it in our lives. Then spirituality is key. Whatever religion you practice, make sure you key your children into it. Because we have to understand that life is spiritual. It's first spiritual before it is physical. And that is a truth our kids have to know. That whatever the religion we practice as parents, the spiritual aspect is very key. Let us lay a very good foundation of spirituality for them. Then integrity is key. Truthfulness, honesty is also embedded in, because you can't, integrity is something that has flown out of the window a long time ago, that we don't get it in families. A parent is on phone, you are at Yaba, and your phone, your kids are in the car. They're in the car, and you are telling the person you are Surulere.
Show that.
Oh, you are saying, tell that person, mommy says she's not at home. And you are right. And you are right at home.
There are some children that would go to
just
the
go
door.
right and
My mommy said I should tell you
that she's not at home.
So.
And I wonder how the mom will be able to handle that.
I know, right? Man. Tell this person you're right at home. My mommy said I should tell you that she's not at home. But your mommy is at home. She said I should tell you she's not at home.
Then as a family, what is our family culture?
Okay.
What are the values that we uphold as a family? We have to let them know it. We have to, you know, scripture says, train up a child in the way that he should go. And when he grows up, he's not going to depart from it. So that foundation is very important. It's very key. Okay? And when we're talking about training, it doesn't just mean you train them. It means you teach them, you mentor them, you coach them, and you are able to bring out their potentials, you are able to build their self-esteem, you're able to build their confidence to be able to face the world as you'll be releasing them into the world. So it's a whole lot of things. So your family values, what your family uphold, you are able to transfer it to them. It's like you are passing the baton to the next generation, and it's what you pass to them that are taking it to the society. And that is what they're going to offer the society.
True.
Why do you have, I have a 16-year-old son, you know, I was talking to him and I said, some of the kids in your school, why do they do the things they do? You know what he told me? He said, because their parents don't have time for them.
Wow.
I know of a child that has been thrown into the boarding house as early as 9 years old. Wow. And from boarding house to private university.
Do you think that is wrong?
I believe the early years of the kids, they need to be with the parents. Because that is the time that they're still malleable, they're still forming.
Them.
They're still forming. You're able to form them. So they're not imbibing strange doctrines, strange cultures. You are able to mold them, to form them, you know. At that early age, it's very, very key. You are able to, you have to build strong character. You have to let them know hard work, domestic chores. You can't do that in the boarding house. Okay, there are certain things, you know, when it comes to family values, being in the family environment that you want to build inside of those kids at an early stage, which is going to help them in future.
Wow, I've learned a lot. You know,
Speaking
I've
with
learned
you,
a lot.
I need to throw salute to every mother out there. Having to know what a career mom is doing, you know, balancing work life. You
being a wife, because now it's not just being, you know, you have being a mom, being a wife, and then being successful at your career.
It's key.
You mentioned so many things that you need to imbibe into the life of a child.
Yes.
And you know, even adults, talking to adults, talking of raising a child into becoming, you mentioned discipline, you mentioned integrity,
hard work,
honesty, hard work.
Excellence, spirit of excellence is key.
Wow.
A child sweeps. You know what I do in my house? I walk barefooted on the tiles. So when I ask my daughter or my son to sweep, I walk barefoot to be sure that there are no grains there. So when I walk barefooted and I still feel it, I tell them, it's as if I'm being hard. I'm trying to pass something across so that you have to be the best at whatever you do. Even if you have to sweep, be the best at it.
Be the best at what you do.
Yeah, that's what you do.
I would love this conversation to continue, but it has to continue behind the cameras, yes. Because we have to wrap up the show now. But I'm sure you've been able to take a lot, not just little, but a lot of things, you know, take note of the fact that you have to be able to balance your duties as a wife, as a mother, and be successful at your career. I wish all career moms success, and I pray that, you know, all your dreams come true.
Yeah.
Okay, so just shortly, because our time is really fast spent, what advice would you give career moms out there?
I just want to tell every career mom out there, love yourself.
Love yourself.
Know what you want. Be kind. Be focused. Be a go-getter. And you can have it all. God bless you.
There you have it. Okay, so thank you very much, Bisola Afolayan, for coming to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
It's a pleasure.
All right. At this point, we have to wrap up the show today, but be sure to join us tomorrow for another exciting episode of Tea or Coffee. My name remains Mudupe Jacobs.
And I am Burala Popola.
Enjoy your day.
All right. Bye.